St. Elizabeth man shot, dies in fire Kingston crash. A St. Elizabeth man was shot dead while driving in Kingston early Saturday, causing his car to crash into a utility pole and caught fire. The deceased has been identified as Jermaine King of Upperton Heights from Balaclava District, St. Elizabeth. It's reported that around 12:15 a.m. on Saturday, King was driving a 2012 Toyota Prima motor car along Matwini Street when he was attacked and shot. He lost control of the vehicle, which crashed into a utility pole and burst into flames. King was severely burnt in the fire. The Elliston Road Criminal Investigations Branch is probing the incident. PNP condemns fatal shooting of 12-year-old in St. Andrew. Junior Shadow spokesperson on national security Giovanni Byfield has condemned Friday's shooting incident on Lindsay Crescent in St. Andrew, which claimed the life of a 12-year-old Kevon Ferran. Byfield, in a statement on Saturday, said this senseless act of violence not only took an innocent life, but also underscores the urgent need for more robust measures to protect our children from scuffs of crime and violence. Our children are the future of this nation, and it is our collective responsibility to ensure their safety and well-being. We cannot allow them to grow up in an environment where their lives are constantly at risk. Together, we must take a stand against crime and violence and work towards creating a safer Jamaica for all, he noted. He is now calling upon the Minister of National Security to intensify its efforts to safeguard the well-being of our children. It is imperative that immediate and effective steps be taken to prevent such tragedies from occurring in the future. We demand a zero-tolerance approach towards violence against children, ensuring that perpetrators are brought to justice swiftly and decisively, stated by Field. We urge the government to implement comprehensive strategies that focus on both preventative and reactive measures. This includes increasing police presence in vulnerable areas, enhancing community policing initiatives, and providing support and resources to families and communities affected by violence, he added. Reports are that the child's mother came to a stop at an intersection of Lindsay Crescent and Dunrobin Avenue when Ferran and his brother aboard when the men on a motorbike drove up and opened fire at the vehicle. The 12-year-old and his mother reportedly suffered gunshot wounds, while the other child was unharmed. Ferran later succumbed to his injuries at the hospital. Westmoreland man charged over dispute at grave digging. Detectives have charged 29-year-old Daniel Dyer of Waterworks Westmoreland with multiple offenses under the Firearms Act after an incident at a grave digging in Longwood in the parish earlier this month. Dwyer was charged with assault at common law and being in possession of a firearm. The police alleged that during a grave digging dispute on January 18, Dwyer threatened to kill another man while brandishing a firearm. Dwyer fled the scene with a motorcycle, and following an investigation, he surrendered to the police on January 21. In a separate incident, 31-year-old Kamara Gordon of Fraser's Content, Spanish Town, St. Catherine, has been charged with wounding with intent after a violent altercation on January 21. Gordon, a wholesale worker, reportedly stabbed another man in the head during a confrontation at 8:30 a.m. while threatening his life, a police statement said on Sunday. The victim managed to flee, and Gordon was arrested after a police investigation. He was formally charged on Friday and is set to appear before the St. Catherine Parish Court on Tuesday. Westmoreland student support moved to Republic. Scores of students from schools across Westmoreland gathered at the Sion Leverett Hall in Savannah Lamar last Thursday to participate in the Ministry Legal and Consultational Affairs Road to Republic School Engagement Session. The event, following the recent tabling of the Constitution Amendment Republic Act 2024 by Portfolio Minister Marlene Malahou Ford, provided the youngsters with insights into the nation's transitions from a constitutional monarchy to a republic. The MCLA team guided discussions on the President's tenacity, the fate of the Governor General, advantages and disadvantages of becoming a republic, and more. The students demonstrated an understanding of the proposed constitutional changes and added their voices in support of Jamaica's move towards full independence from the British monarchy. Head boy of Mannings High said such a move would establish Jamaica's true independence. I believe that it is a sure goal. The people of Jamaica, I believe, are in full support of this. Our identity is one of the most important things, and it is a time for us to take ourselves away from the past and to the present that Jamaica is, he contended. The head boy went on to state that he is in support of a 5-year term for the president instead of the proposed 7 years, noting that this is in line with the current political structure and will provide more opportunity for citizens to go to the polls to select their leadership. An upper sixth form student at Manning School said that the session was informative and she came away with a better understanding of the benefits of Jamaicans transitioning from a monarchy to a republic. Like the head boy, she is in support of a 5-year presidential term. I definitely believe that 7 years is too long for one person to be in a position of power, so I don't completely agree with the presidency full tenure being 7 years. I think that we should keep it as democratic as possible, she expressed. For a lower sixth form student at Petersfield High School, the event was an eye-opener. He said he strongly believes and supports the shift to a republic, as it would mean that Jamaica would no longer be bound to the British monarchy. Jamaica will no longer answer to the monarch in England. We will have our own president, he pointed out. The student went on to note that while there are potential downsides to losing the protective influence of the English monarchy, the benefits of independence far outweigh these concerns. A sixth form student at Form Technical High School, in her contribution, said the nation's status under the constitutional monarchy does not fully reflect the independence gained in 1962. She argued that the proposed change would pave the way for a more self-sufficient nation. The session also included students from Godfrey Stewart, Woods Hall, and Mount Bucloud High School. NCDA issues warning about alcohol misuse. With new evidence showing a direct link between alcohol consumption and cancer, the National Council of Drug Abuse (NCDA) has issued a stark warning to Jamaicans about the danger of alcohol misuse. Findings from the World Health Organization (WHO) and United States health authorities indicated that alcohol is a major contributing factor for at least 7 types of cancer. The WHO recommends that there is no safe level of alcohol consumption. The more you consume, the greater your risk, said Principal Director in the NCDA's Prevention, Public Education and Treatment Branch, Colette Curlew. She told reporters that these findings are particularly relevant to Jamaica, where alcohol consumption is widespread. According to recent data, 77.4% of Jamaicans have consumed alcohol at some point, with 50% drinking in the past month. The NCDA's research also revealed an alarming trend in binge drinking, which is defined as consuming 5 or more drinks on a single occasion. Over 40% of respondents admitted to engaging in this behavior, further exacerbating their long-term health risk. Early exposure to alcohol was another troubling finding, with many Jamaicans reporting their first experience with alcohol during adolescence. Curlew highlights the cultural normalization of alcohol as a significant barrier to reducing harmful drinking. In Jamaica, rum is often seen as a cultural emblem embedded in our festivities from birth to death. This complicates efforts to discourage excessive consumption, she continued. The NCDA's efforts to address alcohol misuse have intensified with the entity implementing education campaigns, harm reduction initiatives, and early intervention programs. The entity also offers training for health professionals to screen for alcohol-related health conditions and provide interventions. Health professionals have been trained in screening, brief intervention, and referral to treatment, and are better equipped to identify and assist individuals whose alcohol consumption is negatively impacting their health, Curlew stated. She is urging Jamaicans to take practical steps to safeguard their health, such as limiting alcohol consumption, avoiding binge drinking, and support harm reduction initiatives. Alcohol misuse is not just an individual problem, it's a public health issue that affects all of us. We need to work together to create a healthier society, Curlew added. Remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.